All right, that actually felt a little better because the first warm up with 225 on this felt like shit, like absolute shit. But that's because we kind of have a not an ideal situation because not to be dramatic, I say that a lot, but seriously, not to be dramatic, but I have fallen ill, and it's just a head flu. But this one, for some reason, feels, at least from what I remember, all of the times having it recently, feels worse. It's actually giving me some body aches and stuff and chills and um yeah, I mean, I can make the argument right fucking now. I probably shouldn't be here. Just straight up, I shouldn't. But this is one of those situations where if you'd ask for my advice, I would say in this situation, do as I say, not as I do, because here I am. It's chest day. I'm not gonna miss unless I just absolutely have to. Um, but I would say most people, it'd probably benefit unless you're just crazy like me. But it'd probably benefit you to take an extra rest day or two, however long you need. Um, and I come in here yesterday, hit back, hit abs, did some cardio, like normal, my new split. Um, and I felt something yesterday. I didn't mention it at all, but I did feel, I was like, the workout was great. It didn't affect the workout at all, but I did feel, I'm like, I feel a little off, I could feel it in my head. I could feel it. I could just feel it, plain and simple. Um, so yeah, here I am the next day, and it hit me like a fucking ton of bricks. Oh man, I don't feel the best, but and it sucks because after last Thursday's chest day, I had Friday and Saturday to rest. I was contemplating and thinking, and I ultimately decided, obviously, to resort back to flat bench on my Monday chest days for however long I feel I need to. And of course, it can't go perfect. It never does, though. You can't expect that. But I would like to at least feel a little better. Um, but it is what it is, So I'll probably just try to work with 315. That that actually might feel pretty fucking heavy with how I'm feeling right now, and considering I haven't done flat in a while. Um, but I've done it so much. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to go. I don't want to underestimate it. So I'm gonna, really cross my T's and dot my I's here. But I've done flat bench so much. I think it'll come back to me pretty quick. But it's not ideal. This is not an ideal situation. But I'm here. You know what? I'm gonna try my best for the rest of this workout not to bring it up again. Because all it's gonna do is drag me down. Probably drag you guys down. You don't want to hear me bitching. I'm here. I might as well work out. Put my head down and fucking make the best of it. So I'm gonna throw 315 on. Give me like another probably a couple minutes actually, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, that was, I don't know, it's strange because when I unracked it and I'm sitting there holding it for those however many seconds it is, just trying to really get into it before I dive into that first rep, it felt light, so light. And honestly, those reps were really pretty controlled. Like I wasn't trying to speed or power through it. If I had, you could probably throw in 2 more reps there. But I feel like I hit a wall a little sooner than expected. And that's probably, a combination of being sick and not doing this in months. It's probably, what's it been, like 3 months or so, give or take, since I've done flat bench. So, I mean, I'll take it. If I can do 2 more sets like that, we'll call that a good win. I might not do a drop set here. It might give me a couple weeks to kind of get it back, if you will. I'll save the drop sets for the later stuff. But that was not bad. Could have been a lot worse, right? All right, set number 2. Can I get a nice controlled 10 again? Well, that's the fucking goal. We'll see. Yeah, I'm probably leaving a rep or 2 in the tank on these. My God, I can't even catch my breath. But again, I'm trying to be a little smart, at least. Um, just kind of, remembering how I feel. Because sometimes when I get in a set, I don't feel. Well, maybe not feel is the right word, but I don't. My head's not here. If you understand what I'm saying, I'm like off in another fucking world, trying to destroy anything and everything in my path. That's my mindset. So sometimes I can kind of forget or get lost in a set, I guess. But right now, I'm really trying to remember, like, dude, you haven't done this in 3 months. You're sick. Let's ease into it. You know what I mean? Because you guys know, I don't like leaving. At least on certain sets and exercises, I don't like leaving many reps in the tank. But right now, I think it's the best decision. It's the smartest move for me because I think I think I definitely had 11. Now I think 12 would have been, maybe if I was going faster, just like an AMRAP, like I said in the first set, just fucking busting them out. 12 definitely, I could have done it, but trying to control it somewhat and really feel the chest fibers firing and lifting the weight. So again, like I said, I'll be happy with just 3 sets of good controlled 10 reps here, and then we'll move on. I just can't seem to find a fucking song to get me hyped up today. Probably because the state that I'm feeling right now, but let's see if this one does it. Third and final set. All right, I'm in the middle of fighting the urge to do a fucking drop set because damn it, I said I wasn't going to, but man, do I really want to? Ah, fuck. Yeah, yeah, I think I'm going to. God damn it, I can't help myself. All right, do I regret that decision? Fuck no. That was awesome. While I was doing it, it sucked big time. But no, that was perfect. All right, that wraps this up. Let's move on to, fuck, I don't know, something. All right, cable flies it is. Back when I was first contemplating moving back to starting with flat bench, the original plan was I was going to do flat bench, followed immediately by decline bench. But the more I thought about it, the more I liked the idea better of doing flat bench, some kind of fly accessory or something, maybe even a chest dip, whatever it might be, and then going to decline. Because if I did flat immediately followed by decline bench, I'd probably, because decline's easier, you guys know that. I'd probably still be pushing 300 plus on decline, and that's a lot on your elbows. You know what I mean? It's a lot of stress on your joints and your elbows. So try to be a little preemptive and thinking about my elbows in the future. So if I do decline later, I might be able to get away with working with 225 or 275, whatever, a little bit lighter weight, but still giving me the desired effect that I want. Just destroying my chest. But yeah, let's do some cable flies. I'm gonna try to keep my arms like normally I will bend them. I mean, I don't know, whatever fucking degree you want to put on it, but something like that. But I've noticed, going back and watching my videos, and I'm purposely cheating at the end. But when I go back and watch them, in the moment I don't realize how much I'm rounding my shoulders and taking away from my chest. So there's still going to be a slight bend in my arm, but not as much. I want to be pretty straight here and almost think about, touching my elbows together. Obviously, that's not going to fucking happen because my tits get in the way. But you guys get the idea. That was 15. I'm gonna go up just a little bit.
Yeah, what I heard.
My arms feel like they're about to fall off, so I will say that's a job well done. I think this shirt's just getting a little too small on me. Jesus Christ. All right, let's go do some decline. All right, if you want to see how to make 235 pounds feel about like, well, let me not over exaggerate. I was going to say 400, but I couldn't get 400 for 13 and a half reps I did here, I think. But more like 315. Exhibit A right here. It felt good though. I felt really good. And again, I'm kind of saving, my elbows from what potentially could be or could lead to. Because I already have elbow problems in my right one. So, just thinking of that, I'm trying to prevent that from happening. So, like I said, going from flat straight to decline, that's a little more, I don't know if risky is the right word, but I just felt like it was a better way to do it. And that was how I did it today, throwing a fly in between. Because, I mean, honestly, if I wanted to just fucking AMRAP this shit, I could probably throw 315 on here and do it pretty comfortably for at least 10, 12 reps, even after everything I've done. But that is not what I'm trying to do. So, I was considering going up to, well, I guess it would be 285 because it's a 55-pound bar. But I'm just going to stick with 235, do a couple more, go a little quicker if I can shut up, and then see what I feel like doing after that. That's not my first time doing that, believe it or not. I have done that on here with three something. I've done that on flat with 405. It's gonna happen, man. I mean, it's gonna sound weird to say this, but you do need to learn how to safely bail a lift. That is a real thing, and it makes it. I didn't get that out of the way, but it makes it easier. But that's really not that heavy for me. So, all right, let's do one more drop set. Move on to something else. I don't remember the last time that 145 felt like that. That was pretty gnarly. All right, let's move on. One more exercise for today. One more, and then we'll check out the pump. All right, same thing here as I did on the cable flies. I want to keep my arms pretty freaking straight. Again, to have them completely straight, like, don't do that. I will have a slight bend in my arm, but it's not going to be much. They're going to be, let me say it like this, they're going to be way straighter than they normally are. So it's going to reduce the weight, but also I think it's going to force me to use my chest more. Um, don't get me wrong. I think, having your arms pretty bent like this and doing it is good until it's not. You know what I mean? And I feel like if I straighten or keep my arms way straighter than normal, kind of stick my chest, like I always say, stick it through and up. I mean, if you just kind of put all that together, like, how is my chest not gonna do most of the work? You know what I mean? Um, but again, it's gonna force me to go to lighter, so that's gonna be a plus. So yeah, this is all kind of in theory, so let's just see if it works. let's go one notch heavier because I knew he was gonna make it harder, but I think I overestimated it a little bit because that was kind of light. Okay, let's go pose. Man, I feel like I'm retaining some water for some reason, and I shouldn't be, especially this far in the cut. I don't know if I said before, but I will right now. I am affording myself one cheat day a week, but I don't think that would be, causing me to retain water. I don't know. I may have to kind of reevaluate that and maybe cut it out. But flat bench is back in the chest routine, and it felt good, man. It felt really fucking good. And to even more of my surprise, doing decline after already doing a couple exercises before, really light and really controlled. I was doing like a 2 or 3 second negative on each rep. Um, that felt even better. It just goes to show, like you don't have to change a lot, but sometimes just changing a little bit can kind of give you that new spark or that new burn and pump, literally, that you need or that you're looking for. So it felt good, man. It's good to be doing flat bench again, decline in a different order. My chest is about to pop through the shirt, so let's see what it's looking like. All right, what do you guys say? I think it was pretty good. Pretty fucking good. So it's time to go wrap up with some, I don't know, 25, 30 minutes of cardio. Something like that. And that's going to be it for today. Whew. You know, I kind of, my adrenaline got pumping, I guess. And I kind of forgot that I'm sick. And now that I'm done and it's kind of leveling back out, yeah, I'm being reminded again. I'm starting to feel it. So I'm going to go hop on the bike before I change my fucking mind and get this cardio going.